Hello guys, in this video I will talk about how this guy has brought the best chapter to Dead by Daylight yet. Okay, maybe Hellraiser chapter is not the best in the game, but it's definitely one of the better chapters. When I think about the best chapters, to my mind comes Stranger Things, Cursed Legacy, A Lullaby for the Dark, The Trickster, just kidding, The Trickster sucks, A Big Black American Cock. Oh! I'm so cool. If you agree, then subscribe, bro. What are you doing? And also like this video, bro. Okay, now let's get serious and talk about why the Hellraiser chapter is so good. First of all, I need to clarify that I'm not a Hellraiser fanboy. In fact, I haven't seen even a single movie, and I was pretty disappointed when it was announced that the next killer is going to be Pinhead. I'm telling you this because I know that some people will comment,
"Oh my god, he thinks that this chapter is so good because he's Hellraiser fanboy."
But no, I am not. Take a look at the last chapters released before Hellraiser. The twins was probably the most buggy killer in the history of Dead by Daylight. The Trickster has been a useless killer ever since the release. The Resident Evil chapter had the new map disabled for weeks after the release. Now let's see if the Hellraiser chapter repeats any of these mistakes. First of all, we can immediately see that Pinhead is a way less buggy killer than Twins was on the PTB. Then compared to the Trickster, it's a night and day. Pinhead is a much more viable killer, but he is not overpowered either. And we can't compare the Hellraiser chapter to the Resident Evil chapter because the Hellraiser chapter doesn't introduce any new map to the game, which is the main problem with this chapter, a lack of content. There is no new survivor, there is no new map, not even a single map is getting a rework with this chapter, and the only thing we get is the new killer and his 3 perks. That's everything. Developers at least could have given him a longer backstory, but no, they didn't even do that. At first I thought that's a bad thing. I had even made a video about how disappointing this new chapter is. But thinking now, this chapter lacks content because all the work has been put on the killer. There is no new map to be broken at launch. There is no survivor with useless perks. Instead, Pinhead brings very unique and useful perks. Most killers have a very bland perk design, but I will for sure use some of the Pinhead's perks. Another thing is that the fanbase of Hellraiser is actually satisfied with the look, the feel, and the power of Pinhead. He has a very unique power. Trickster, Nemesis, even Blight in some ways have powers that took inspiration from other killers in the game. That is not the case with Pinhead. He is a very unique killer. Probably the latest unique killer besides Pinhead is Twins. But in my opinion, it's much more fun to play Pinhead than Twins. And it's a big achievement and a faithful recreation of the original Pinhead, but in a video game. When even the real fans of Hellraiser are praising this chapter, it means that it's done at the very least pretty well. And this killer is definitely not OP, but he's definitely not one of the bad killers, you know what I mean? He is pretty balanced killer, but we all know that Dead by Daylight developers like to fuck up the new killers, so we will probably see him being fucked up like every single killer, hopefully no. But at the moment, Pinhead is one of the best, if not the best killer released in a while, and actually I'm very satisfied with that. I understand that this chapter lacks content, but I think it's for a good reason. If they don't think that they can ship like the whole chapter with maybe multiple survivors, a new map, a new killer without it being broken, then they better just release a single killer and maybe map during the next chapter. I don't know, comment what you think about it. But that's it for today's video. Subscribe if you haven't done it before, and please like this video to make me smile. See you later.